Yes, indeed, world. What's happening, G? What's happening, world? B Marsh Boxing. I'm back at it once again. Once again with another boxing video. Oh my days, man. You see what kind of rain? It's been pouring hard body over here, man. You see this little pond? It's been pouring so hard. This little pond, this side, when you cross over the little bridge. A year ago, if y'all remember, those of you guys who've been watching, following my channel, I give thanks for y'all, give thanks. Appreciate y'all. But if you remember at a point in time last year, I'd probably say like February, January 2023, this whole pond right here was dry. Like you could literally walk all across this joint and just walk right through it, you know what I mean? But it's been pouring. April showers is real. April showers is real, dogs. It's been pouring hard body here every day for this whole April. And what's the day? At least the 17th? The 17th, right? Yo, this joint is crazy, man. You remember last year when I made some videos and there was like mad monkeys out this joint. You know what I mean? And even warthogs. Well, you see over there on that side over there, it's what you call it? There's a forest, you know what I mean? There's a forest. And basically them wild animals came up out the forest to came over to the golf course in search of water because it was so dry. It hadn't rained in a long time, you know what I mean? But look at this. Look at this right here, man. Every night it's pouring, you know, every day, on and off. But at nighttime, imagine it raining from like 10 o'clock at night till 7 o'clock the next morning, non-stop. That's the type of rain we getting out here. But anyways, man, we give thanks. You know, I know the farmers, they loving it. The farmers, they loving it because, you know, crops, they can grow their crops, whatever crops they growing, corn, potatoes, onions, pumpkins, you name it, beetroots, you name it, green provisions, dashin, all of that, you know what I mean? So the farmers are loving it, and I'm happy for them too, you know what I mean? That means no kid's gonna go hungry, you check it? But this right here is wicked crazy, man. But you know, let's talk about it, man. We here to do a boxing video, and I'm here on the golf course per usual, you know what I mean? Get my little early golf course workout in the morning before I handle my BI for the rest of the day. So, the guy Turkey Al-Shashashki, or Al-Shishi, forgive me if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, the guy from Riyadh season out there in Saudi Arabia. Yeah. Well, this guy, I gotta give it up to him, you know, they've been putting it on for boxing. They almost making boxing now the home of real big time fights out there in Saudi Arabia. I mean, it's in Las Vegas. It used to be New York City before what you call it? Las Vegas got made, you know. But it's looking like Riyadh season is where it's at now in Saudi Arabia. I made a video about Deontay Wilder's now on Team Eddie Hearn. That shit almost sounds like an oxymoron, but hey, it's a reality. And it's all good. Deontay Wilder, get your money. Put yourself back in position where you can fight for a world title. Because Turkey Al-Shashashki, Shishi, them fellas trying to put Anthony Joshua in position to fight for a world title yet again, you know what I mean? You know? With the guy coming out on his Twitter talking about something like, we're awaiting the winner of Usyk and Usyk and Tyson Fury. He put that on his Twitter. He got a picture all hugged up with the man Anthony Joshua. Looks like a conflict of interest, to be honest, you know. But them fellas is down with Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn is and these guys. They've been doing more business with the Turkey Al-Shashashki guy than any other promoter. You know what I mean? Really and truly. So that means after Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk's first fight, They ain't trying to do no rematch. They trying to make Anthony Joshua fight immediately for a world title. Now, with that being said, I'm not sure the loser of the fight, whether it might be Usyk, whether it might be Tyson Fury, will be happy about that. I'm saying, considering they're going to make a fat payday fighting each other the first time, I believe May 18th, May 19th. Don't quote me, it's one of them 2 days, right? Um, the winner is not going to be pleased with that news. They'll probably want to do an immediate rematch. But it all depends on how the fight looks, you know. Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk are more fighters who, you know, want to go the distance. You know what I'm saying? Not really knockout artists. Man, Anthony Joshua, he does pack a punch, gets fellas up out of there. You know what I mean? Except if it's Andy Ruiz, he couldn't do that. He couldn't do that with Oleksandr Usyk, smaller dudes. He could do it with big, clumsy heavyweights. You know what I mean? Fellas who ain't got no footwork, or he couldn't do that with Joseph Parker. You know what I mean? He has issues when it comes to fighting legitimate heavyweights who can move their feet, move their head, and they ain't gonna be a punching bag like Kubrat Pulev and or Povetkin and or all these other European bums that the man Anthony Joshua has beaten. You know what I mean? What's them guys? You know, the Brazils and the Molinas, these type of dudes, you know what I mean? When it comes to a guy who can move their feet, man, Anthony Joshua is in no man's land. Takam, you already know what time it is, you know what I mean? So, but he does, like I said, pack a punch definitely more than Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk. So with that being said, like I said, the winner is not going to be pleased with not having an immediate rematch. I'm sorry, the loser of the Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk fight for undisputed. Okay? So with that being said, right? What makes Anthony Joshua special that he can just cut in line and just get in between Oleksandr Usyk's and Tyson Fury undisputed bout, because best believe one of them straps are going to be vacated. One of them straps that one of the 4 straps that the guys are fighting for, the sanctioning body straps, that is. More than likely the IBF, because Filip Horgovich, he been waiting his turn for a long time. You know, see some grasshoppers. Is this a grasshopper or a locust? You see that joint? You see that joint? Wait. Yeah, I mean, so Turkey Al-Shashashki is trying to put the man Anthony Joshua in position to fight for a world title yet again. The belt's going to be fragmented and sent all over the place after the first fight. So time will tell, we shall see. But let's say Oleksandr Usyk wins that fight, man. Who the hell wants to see Oleksandr Usyk versus Anthony Joshua a third time? Hell no, cuz. That's what we don't want. That's what we don't want. Now, the British public more than likely would like to see Tyson Fury get the dub versus Usyk, and after that, fight Anthony Joshua. There's going to be a lot of pride on the line, UK pride. It's probably going to be a divided boxing audience as far as who they want to win, just like back in the day when it was Frank Bruno versus Lennox Lewis, you know what I mean? So it's going to be a division on who they want to win, you know? But at the end of the day, nobody wants to see Usyk versus AJ a third time. The world would rather see Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. But we shall see. Time will tell. They're awaiting the winner of Usyk versus Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? Deontay Wilder, time will tell if he will get that fight versus Anthony Joshua, considering that now he's quote-unquote Team Eddie Hearn, at least for a one-fight basis. But with that being said, man, the boxing world, at least the capital of boxing, heavyweight boxing right now, is looking like it's over there in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Does the American heavyweight boxing fan public care? Not really, not so much, because look who we got. We only got the big baby Anderson. Jared Anderson. That's the only guy who has any potential to do anything in the future. And a lot of people, including myself, are not too high on the guy. You know what I mean? That's why, we should have appreciated, and I did, even though I never was quite the believer of Deontay Wilder, but I appreciated him for what he was bringing to the heavyweight table, at least when he did hold one strap. Yeah, I mean, really and truly. But Anthony Joshua, man, the guy's pretty privileged. You gotta give it up, man. You gotta give it up. And he does have more ties with these Arabs, the Saudis, and the Dubais, and these guys been going out there from long time, especially when he was getting paper as a heavyweight. You know what I mean? It's more closer for UK people to go to Saudi Arabia or what you call it, Dubai, and these places than it is for us on the United States, man. We got to cross the whole Atlantic and all that, you know what I mean, just to get to Europe. So he has ties over there. He does bring in money. He's a guy who's a cash cow of the division, But I'm not too sure how I feel about him jumping the line immediately to get the winner of Usyk versus Fury. Now, if the fight is a very dull fight and whomever wins the fight in a dull type of fashion gets the dub, then, you never know. We might change our minds as far as what we'd like to see if Anthony Joshua, you know what I mean? But be March Boxing, I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. I hope I recorded this video well. Gone.